Mic check, Mad Doggy Dog in the building with some fresh boxing content, and not to mention the new mic. Yeah, because I was listening back to that special we did with my boy Steve O. Shout out to Steve on PEDs, and I realized that his audio is crispy, yeah, and my audio is bumhole, yeah. You know that bumhole, bro. That's my audio, and back in the day, I did try and use a more professional mic, but I just thought it was the same shit, and I thought, what's the point having it hanging low, pause, when it's the same audio as I get used in the laptop. But now this time we've invested in something professional, you know. Shout out to Shaw. This works. Um, but I think, yeah, this audio is a little bit cleaner. So if you like it, get in the comments, let me know. So we're going to talk about Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk this Saturday night coming up, August the 26th, I believe, in Poland, right on the Ukrainian border. Apparently, there's hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians living in this town. It's a border town, but it's a relatively open border as well. So there's going to be far more coming in to watch it and support their man. Purse bid won by Skills Challenge, or won by K2 Promotions, backed by Skills Challenge. And Dubois is making good money, Usyk's making good money, and it's going to be in the UK, I believe, on TNT pay-per-view. And that really, the fight and the pay-per-view brings me to the biggest intrigue of this whole build-up for Dubois Usyk, right? Or Usyk Dubois, should I say. And that is the million-dollar question. What weed is Frank Warren smoking? I mean, what weed is Bricktop smoking? You know, North London, Hertfordshire boy in that. He must be on that. I mean, look, not that I know anything about this stuff, but he can't be on the Thai. He's got to be on the full blown, like the stuff the kids are smoking, like that cheese or that gelato or that AK-4057 or some bullshit. Like, he must be on that high THC to CBD ratio, man. He must be on them indica strains, bro. Like, he must be on that. Yeah, he must be on that high indica. Do you know what I mean? At least 30% THC business, bro. That stuff that crackles, man. Because for Frank Warren to think and be coming out talking as greasy as he is, yeah, talking about how Dubois is gonna knock him out. There ain't gonna be no big Saudi fight between Usyk and Fury. You know, the only undisputed fight is gonna be between Dubois and Fury. Like, Frank has got to be on, if not the sniff. Do you know what I mean? No, fuck that. Fuck all of that, yeah. To be honest with you, I'm just not doing the situation justice, yeah. Frank has got to be chasing the dragon, bro. You know, like that. You know, with the tinfoil and that. Look, listen, I don't know anything about it, right? But like Frank has got to be chasing the dragon, yeah, with the tinfoil. You know what I mean? You don't really want me to unleash the dragon. Him and Cisco, bro, they must be getting biz, yeah, in some Hertfordshire back alley if they think that Dubois is gonna be Usyk, because like, that's just not how the universe works, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's gonna be entertaining. I think it's gonna be very entertaining to watch Dubois get fucked up, right? Because Dubois is a big athletic, um, he's a big athletic guy, right? That throws hard punches, under Don Charles, you know, throws combination punches as well. And he's going to come with that will to win, with nothing to lose. And it's going to be really entertaining watching a master at work, right? An artisan, right? Painting a canvas on Dubois' face. Because the footwork, the intelligence, the combination punching, the engine as well is just unreal on the Usyk side, and it's going to be really, I think, enjoyable to watch him just bang Dubois up over 6, 7, maybe 8 rounds. and then knock him out. Maybe, yeah, probably the 8th round, I would imagine. So looking forward to it. Looking forward. I think it's going to be exciting. The other reason is that obviously being on pay-per-view really makes me think that somebody's chasing the dragon. It might not be Frank here, because to be fair, if K2 owned the show and is funded by Skills Challenge, then like it's probably nothing to do with Frank, right? They sell to the highest broadcast bidder, and TNT have come in to do it. So who knows? Maybe if I can get a cheeky stream. If not, I'll just pay for it. I think the other thing that is not going to help Dubois as well is that he's got Don Charles in his corner, but he hasn't critically got Shane McGuigan, who's been in his corner for his last 4 fights and got him and, you know, heavily lobbied for this shot at the title. And it's unfortunate because I felt like he was making some progress under Shane. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't a world beater, but at least with Shane, you could see what they were trying to do with him. They were trying to make him a box puncher, trying to get him moving his feet a bit more. And then, you know, when he gets guys hurt, he lets his hands a bit more. Other than that, he kind of boxes a bit more to a plan. Now, it seems like that Shane McGuigan's been caught in the middle of some family beef, right? So Daniel Dubois and Caroline Dubois, both under the McGuigan gym, and there's been some kind of family feud, and Shane's been caught in between it, and he's essentially been compromised. And I don't know whether he's decided to stick with Caroline or, you know, what has happened there, but it seems like he's had to have made some kind of choice. Now, I don't know whether that's because he also manages Caroline Dubois. So, and also maybe he believes that even though in the short term, being a world title challenger's trainer has a lot more money in it, but in the longer term, Caroline Dubois has the potential to dominate, right? And especially if you're managing that fighter as well, then you're getting paid twice. Or it could just be that whatever the dispute was, Shane kind of saw Caroline's side of it clearer than he saw Daniel's part of it. But apparently him and Don Charles are friends, so it was like an organized transition rather than a split. So, but listen, it doesn't do Dubois any favors when you're already up against a guy who's a, you know, generational talent. So yeah, that's what's up with that, man. If any of you guys think that I'm missing something and Dubois has got a shot, then let me know. But I'm done backing against Usyk, man. Do you know what I mean? Those days are finished. Like I thought that in the second fight maybe AJ could make the adjustments, and he did make adjustments, and he made a much closer fight. And you know, I had him ahead after 9 rounds, and he was ahead on the cards after 9 rounds. But Usyk just reeled off 3 rounds on the spin, and what can you do? You know, the guy just can't be denied. So I'm definitely against a guy like Dubois, who's looked a bit shaky in his recent fights. I'm not batting against him whatsoever. Also, Adam Azim on the undercard. If you don't know Adam Azim, that's, you know, the man, the myth, the legend, Prince Nassim Hamid's son. So I think I might make a separate video about that. So look out for it. Peace.